Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And now Indiana's starting group. Neesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Turner in at the center position. And for the Thunder, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the small forward. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Now here's Turner. Pass to Nembhard. High arcing shot. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
Oklahoma City shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Dort, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt. And if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
First free throw is good. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Now here's Holmgren, coming off a terrific game against Minnesota. Clock at 6. Left side, Williams. Nice D from Nembhard.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A steady offensive force, averaging around 32.5 a game.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Halliburton. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Outside Neesmith. Back to Nembhard. They get it back. Here's Siakam. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. Shoots over Nesmith. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Dort. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Nembhard. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Siakam, pass to Nesmith. Fires from the line. And there's the rejection. And he's able to get it back. Here's Nembhard. Good work defensively by Dort. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's a 5-point game. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Now here's Siakam. He had 31 in the win against New York. Clock at 4. Over Holmgren. Here's Nesmith. Hartenstein pulls it in. The Thunder have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. McConnell. The Pacers again can't hit. Thunder trail by 3. Here's Wallace. Walker pulls down the board.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
Pass to McConnell. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mathurin passes to McConnell. Pulls up at the elbow, and the shot's good.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Williams in the post. Working on Walker. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And it's good for 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Takes a 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Pacers out in front. They lead by 7. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. We've got Walker topping out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Shepherd in at the 2.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Now here's Nesmith. Three-pointer Mathurin. Always a nice way to start. Takes his first one. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's offense the best you can get.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Joe. And the Pacers also making a change. Siakam's checked in. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
SGA on the move. No luck on that one. Halliburton with some nice D. To the paint. Here's Siakam. The Thunder pull it in. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Siakam against Gilgeous-Alexander. The jump hook. No problem from Hartenstein as he finishes at the rim. Hartenstein's got his second basket of the night. Halliburton, the pass to Nesmith. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And stolen by Williams. It's Dort on the wing. He's covered by Mathurin. Dort against Mathurin. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. The rebound by Turner.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now here's Nesmith. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Halliburton misses. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 8. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. To the inside. Holmgren inside. He's covered by Siakam. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, sir! Gilgeous-Alexander with a deep 3.
And patience is key. Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't let the shot clock disrupt his play.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. For the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Williams, and it's Wallace in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Turner. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it in. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Here's Wallace. Shoots over McConnell. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has gotten his first basket of the night.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
Holmgren against Siakam. Pass to Mathurin. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Mathurin's got 5.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
Now Wallace. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's Dort off the drive. Wallace outside. The 3 is up. Kept alive. Dort, the pass to Williams. Wallace with it. Dort outside. Second chance shot. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Yeah, this is the kind of pressure Mathurin puts on defenses. He forces them to compromise.
Indiana shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
That free throw good for Mathurin.
Pretty easy to get excited about Benedict Mathurin's potential. He's got a high motor and a terrific set of athletic skills and the ability to knock it down.
Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Joe comes in for Dort. Both free throws good from Mathurin.
Mathurin has a little bit of Mitch Richmond in him. You know, a guy I love watching work. Strong, aggressive, quick, talented as a scorer. Man, he's got game.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Wallace outside. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Shepard. Parries it down low. And the Pacers lead by 11. And so it's Indiana. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. You've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They lead by 11. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
They're going to work in the paint. Doing a great job. Good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Thunder?
Obviously, that was U-G-L-Y. It's ugly. Shooting under 30% from the field, disorganized. Chucking up bad shots. Man, I tell you, they have to adjust their play, and they got to get better looks.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Thunder trail by 11. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. He gets it in there.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the strike. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 11-point game. Dort outside. Now here's Williams. Neesmith covering. Williams passes to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Halliburton. Not a lot of room. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Dort with it. Siakam covering. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
So it's Oklahoma City now. They trail by 9. Williams in the post. He's guarded by Nembhard. 4 on the clock. Williams misses. Now the Pacers with it. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Turner. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Halliburton. Deflected.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. SGA working through contact inside.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the Pacers call time here.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. You take a look at the Thunder. They're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference.
Right now for the Thunder, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now here's Joe. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Caruso.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And he lays it up and in. And now just a 5-point Indiana lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Matherin. He has 7. And here's Toppin from the arc. He can't hit that time.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Caruso, right side. Wiggins outside. Pass to Caruso. Lets a 3 fly. He buries it from 3. Caruso's got 5.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Now here's Matherin, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. McConnell left side. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And Indiana misses again. Here's Oklahoma City now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going for the tie. Here's Wallace. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Indiana leading. Poke loose and stolen by Williams. They've got numbers. Here's Caruso. Outside Joe. Pass to Wallace. Down to 5 on the shot clock for the lead. The Pacers pull it in. Outside Matherin. Here's the teardrop. That one's good for 2. 9 points in the game.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
The third quarter comes to a close. Indiana ahead, up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
These guys are going to struggle guard movement, but if we dribble, they got one situation to play. It's too easy. All right? Now, let's go.
More ball movement. That's what Coach Carlisle is asking for.
Exactly. I mean, when you over-dribble, you're letting the defense off the hook. The more you move the ball, the more it tires out the defense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Pascal Siakam out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward position.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Siakam, pass to Halliburton. Toppin with it. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and it'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. The Pacers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Nembhard. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Halliburton. And here's Neesmith. 5 to shoot. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Williams. Now here's Hartenstein. Outside, Williams knocks down the long J. Williams has got 7 now in this quarter.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And as we head down the stretch, these players are focused on absorbing their coach's game plan and also drinking some Gatorade so their bodies will be well hydrated for the minutes ahead. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard and we will win this game.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Neesmith. Shot to stop the run and a nice layup by Turner.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Outside, Williams. Down low, here's Hartenstein. Nails the baby hook. And the Thunder lead by 3. The Pacers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Nembhard outside. Back to Turner. Nembhard outside, just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Hartenstein. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with it. Outside, Williams. Back to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get him a shot. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Hartenstein. Williams has got 10 points in just the second half. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Three-pointer. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game. Dort outside. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Fires it. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And, you know, since the break, they've looked like a totally different team, especially on offense, where they are really cooking right now.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. They're trailing by 8. We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jalen Williams.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Well, he's getting in a groove at the perfect time, just as they're getting ready to do battle in the postseason.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Holmgren. Shoots over Siakam, and that one's good. Holmgren. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Thunder.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And this is one of the best teams we have ever seen. 69 wins this year. Wow.
And to come away with the win in all three of their meetings, you could see how much the matchups favored them. A convincing sweep of the season series against the Pacers.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Jalen Williams.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Oklahoma City winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.